Afternoon, YouTube. I am back with you again to once again work on this quick release plate. As you can see, I have it installed into the tripod. I did take the Dremel with the sanding disc and smooth out the edges of this. It was a little tight. Well, it was actually tighter than that because it wouldn't fit. But as you can see, I used it to smooth out the edges there on the side. It still needs a little more smoothing. I have not done any on the beveled edges here yet, so it doesn't actually fit the I mean, it'll go in, but as soon as I hit the thing, it only goes that far. So there's going to be a little bit more work there on that to do, and on both sides, I think will help that. So that's going to be our next step is getting this totally to fit. And by the way, Bill had mentioned this should be just like a piece of wood, and it is. It's just as thick and hard as any block of wood that you'd want to use. So this is going to be the perfect solution. And when I make the second one, which it'll be for the other tripod, I plan to use all squares, 1 3/8 inch squares. And I'll use the same amount. I think that's a good amount to get it up above to where it needs to be. It might not hurt to put a couple more on there, but I think it's pretty good like it is. So it's down in there pretty tight. Seems to be uniformly in there. When I mount the screw, what I plan to do is drill the hole on this side, countersink it, use a flanged bolt, whatever you want to call it, and so it'll be a nice flat finish there. And use a long enough bolt to where I can use one of those, what do you call them, the thumb nut, or what do you want to call it, on that to tighten it up. And that way it'll work, and I can put that in there without having that in there. It'll work really good that way. And I think that's going to be the perfect solution, to tell you the truth. I think it will work out perfectly. And it's going to cost me for a couple of bolts, nuts or screws, what do you want to call them, and I'll be looking those up here before long to find out what I need. But the hardest part would be finding those thumb wheels, and I think I can get that on eBay, but I'm not really sure if they end up costing more than what the thing cost to begin with. It's going to be bad, but I don't think they will. I don't think they'll be that expensive. And, you know, at the same time, I can use a 1/4 inch nut. I don't have to use the thumb wheels. But, you know, it was just a thought. I thought it'd be nice to have one of those to secure the camera. So, like I say, that's where I'm at with it. And I'm going to go ahead and shave those beveled edges down and see what I come up with. I'll bring you back. I'm back again, YouTube. As you can see, the quick release plate is in there and it fits perfectly. I will take it out here, show you how easily it comes out and what it looks like. That's the final product. Probably could stand to well, that's a black mark, so I think it's okay. But I think it's pretty good. Sides look pretty good and square, and like I said, the thing is hard as a rock, and I don't think there's any more sanding that needs to be done. I think it's perfectly fits. Let me show you how it fits in there. Fits in there just like that. Press down on that, comes across, and there it is. It's in there nice and tight. I think that's going to work out great. So the next step is going to be the hardware, as far as the screw and the thumb wheel, if I can find one cheap enough. I believe I've got one from an old tripod. And, you know, that might be a better way to go. Just use that one off of that. But, again, I don't know. It just depends on cost and things like that. So, I'm kind of excited about making another one of these. I think it, again, I'm going to make the squares this time and make it all completely square. And then just sand it down using that sander on the Dremel. There it is. That seems to work really well, and it doesn't take long at all to do. So that's the plan. And like I say, I think it's come out really good. Now, there's nothing to say that you couldn't take a piece of wood and do the same thing. I mean, you could, obviously. But I had this cardboard laying there, and I thought, well, you know, I've got glue, I've got this clamp, got everything I need to try that. So I wanted to try it, and I think it worked out well enough to where I'm not. It's easier actually to do than wood, I think. Time you get the jigsaw out and cut the pieces and things like that, I think it's just easier to do myself. But that's just me. Like I say, it will work, and like I say, it can be made into a nice little quick release plate. And I think that's all I'm going to do with it. I think it's done. So I may bring you back when I get the other one done. If I do the other one, I don't know if I'm going to do it today or not. But like I say, I couldn't ask for a better fit. I mean, that's perfect. So like I say, without further ado, I guess that will end this little series. And like I say, I may bring you back when I do the other one. Show you how that goes. So another absolutely gorgeous day out there. I believe the high is predicted to be up in the 80s today. I believe it's record-breaking temperatures for this time of the year. It just makes me think that there's going to be a bad winter. I just have that feeling. So, you guys, I hope to get in on the speed outs here later on today and get those. Maybe get something in the can for all knows. Probably won't be posted until tomorrow though. I'm just trying to take it a little easier today. I've been making too many videos here lately, so again, I guess that's all I have. I've said that now 3 times, I think. So you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. See ya.